I'm James Marsters, and we are at Supanova in Sydney, having a blast. Yeah, I think this is my 5th time, maybe my 6th time. Have a great time every time. I find that conventions are chock full of people who are smart and funny. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and we're kind. And those are my favorite kind of people. I don't care how smart you are. If you take yourself really seriously, I'm really not interested. If you're not kind, I'll probably avoid you. But there are thousands of people gathered who are being nice to each other and who are intelligent. And that's just a really good place to be. And yes, we're talking about Buffy, and we're talking about other things that I've done, Dragon Ball, Smallville, and other properties. But we're just really enjoying each other's company and making connection. I mean, I think I get happy when I'm connected with other people. I can buy something and I'll get pleasure out of it for a short amount of time, but that's not happiness. Happiness comes when I'm with other people, and that's called community. And community is getting harder to come by these days. But I come to a convention and it's just chock full of community.
Oh, okay. Ooh! Ooh! Get out of there! Get out of there! Oh, you're about to be dead. Oh no! I'm dead. Oh wow. Okay, I'm okay with death.
I love games. I'm playing Arkham Origins right now on Steam Deck. It's not backwards compatible to PlayStation or Xbox, so the only way that I could play it was on Steam Deck, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. I haven't played it for years. Yeah. I was very poor for a long time because I was a stage actor, and was living in Chicago, and my wife and I, we bought ourselves the Nintendo 64, I think, and we could afford one game. It was the Mario game, and we played that all winter long, and it made the winter pass just fabulously. And then I didn't game for a long time because I couldn't afford it. But then when I started doing Buffy, I started getting enough money to buy a console, and I think that was PlayStation 2 back then, actually. And then dove in pretty much head first into gaming, yeah.
Because you were like James Dean, and you were like, here's my thing. I'm really good between action and cut. It's all the other times that I struggle with.
Yeah, schmackers. We are trying to answer the question, are Hollywood actors all spoiled, vapid, and vain, or do we actually have a thought to share with the world? And we are finding out that it's probably a bit of both. Mark Devine is the other person on the podcast, and he is the funniest man I've ever met in my life. But he will get me canceled in a heartbeat. Because a lot of the stuff he says is just not ready for prime time. So we edit Mark heavily. You will never see me do anything live with Mark Devine. Yeah. Guys, I'm so lucky that we were traveling together in this world. You have made my life a much happier life, meeting and connecting with you one-on-one. And if anybody wants to have a really good time, we're still here before we go on to Perth. But if you want to meet some really good people, come on down.